Hello, friends. Titan, a big hug. Big hugs for you. Just 1 second. Okay, should be good now. You have the flu? Oh no. Why did I hug you then? No, it was a trick. Titan wanted hugs, and then he says he had the flu. He tricked us, Sammy.
Well, shit.
King Shrewius. Yeah, I started just now because I just got home from work. I'm sorry. Yeah, sharing is caring. Yeah, now we're all gonna get sick. Well, other than Titan being sick, how is everyone else's week? I'm sorry, King Shrewius, I'm sorry. So it's 4 a.m. for you and it's 5 p.m. for us. So we're making dinner. Work was so good. I don't know if you saw any of the stuff that I posted in Discord in the work tings section. But we had a really great day today. Had a nice little lunch out. That's our Friday thing at work, is we always go out for lunch somewhere. So we went somewhere new and I had a burger. It was okay. I had higher expectations for the burger, but the falafel were amazing. 5:15 p.m. there in California as well, Pete. Yes, it is. Yeah, at least we'll eat great food. You say that makes up for it. I believe so. Yeah, we're ready to make some delicious foods. Hi, White Dove. How are you? What else happened this week? Nothing too crazy. It was just a really good week and everything went great.
We finished 5 jobs.
We finished 5 jobs this week, guys. It was great. And honestly, I can't believe February is done. It feels like, just yesterday that I was like, I can't believe January is done. So here we go. And then my birthday is on March 8th. So we're coming up to that as well. That's an exciting thing for the beginning of March.
And my mom's birthday.
Yeah, I also share birthday with Sam's mom. How cool is that? And yeah, other than that, we're good. Sammy's good. All is well. You've been sipping on moonshine. You feel bad, but you feel good. Hey, when you're sick, if you need a little bit of alcohol to help you, then that's fine. Isn't that the trick of grandmas anyways when you're sick? Oh, just have a little bit of this. I have the same birthday as your brother as well. That's super cool. And go us. Oh, and Hojerific. And Hojerific. So 4 of us are celebrating on the same day. Johnny, thank you for the follow. Okay, let's get into it, guys, because, well, Sammy and I are gonna get hungry pretty soon. So we better start cooking. Our Friday streams, we like to do more simple and quick meals is the way to go. Because honestly, who wants to cook for themselves or even other people after work on Friday? Probably not very many of us. Usually Friday is the day to go out, right? But you don't have to if you make something nice and quick. So we have our bag of crab. If you want to see where we got said crab and also see how we cleaned it up, we did make a little video. It's posted on YouTube. If you search Souk Dungeness crabs, you'll find it there on my YouTube channel. Yeah, we got a dozen crabs for $100. It was such a good deal. Hi, Wilson stepbrother. How are you? Your youngest niece was born on St. Patrick's Day. Funny thing is, she's really a leprechaun. She's like 4'8". Wow. Yeah, she's short. I know. We got crabs. So, because we bought a bunch of crabs at one time, well, the best way to process them and then store them afterwards is to actually cook them at that time. So that is what we did. We just put them in some boiling water with a little bit of Cajun spice in it. And they typically boil for 6 to 8 minutes, depending on the size of the crab. So that's what we did. And on today's stream, I'll just show you guys how to break down the crab a little bit more so it's easier to serve your guests or yourself. Make it easier on yourself. I will say, this is a meal that will take a while to eat, is cracking crab or shelling crab. It is time consuming, but honestly, the meat inside is so good that I think it's totally worth it. Okay, have a good sleep, King Shrews. Yeah, we'll have fun. We'll have fun. Drink. Okay. Cheers. Here's the thing though, Titan. That is not a weekly occurrence thing of going to the dock and buying fresh seafood off the boat. That only happened because the mainland on Vancouver, the port was shut down for a couple days. So the boats weren't able to offload there, so then they came to the island instead because it's close. Otherwise, that never happens. So because we saw this, we hopped on it. So now we're eating crab. All right, to reheat our crab and make it really nice and delicious, we're gonna make a garlic butter with a little bit of thyme in it, and then we will add some white wine to that. Look at this. Picked up a nice new bottle of white cooking wine for us. So Peller Estates, I picked a Pinot Grigio, something that's not super sweet. It's nice and balanced between tartness and sweetness. So that's what we'll use today. Garlic butter and white wine crab. Heck yes. Heck yes. We are not gonna skimp on the garlic either. That's such a good combo. And then we'll steam up some broccoli just to go alongside of it. I think the garlic butter sauce will be awesome with the broccoli. And then, are you guys ready for this? I thought we would like do a little homage kind of to Red Lobster, is we're gonna make some cheddar, chive, and buttermilk biscuits, which is actually a really easy thing to do at home. This is a quick baking thing for dinner time. So instead of going to the store and buying like the pre-done biscuits, make them yourself. So that's where we're gonna start today, is doing our biscuit dough and getting those cut out. And then that should take us maybe around 45-ish minutes. And then our broccoli will steam for 2 minutes in this steamer. And our crab, to reheat it, should take less than 10 minutes. So the longest process today for dinner is going to be our biscuits. So that's where we're gonna start. Yeah, unlimited shrimps stream. So good. How are you doing, Twitch, Stewie? And I don't remember the last time I've been to Red Lobster, guys. Don't even remember. If you guys want to get in on this biscuit recipe, there it is. I thought since the chives are already popping outside that I would throw some chives into there because they're growing like crazy already. You're building your weekend menu while you watch. Nice. What do you have on your weekend menu? Talk to us. Yeah, this recipe for the biscuits looked so good. Just trying to scroll down to the bottom. You know how those food blogger sites are. Okay, so buttermilk, 1 egg, we need all-purpose flour, baking powder, salt, cold butter, unsalted, a cup of cheddar cheese shredded, so we'll make a little cheese mountain of sorts today. And then they also do a little egg wash on top, so 1 more egg beaten up. Yeah, who needs Red Lobster when we have Kate with crabs? Doesn't sound as good though. You're doing the Work Your Way Through Julia Child's cookbook. Oh, what? We're cooking out of that book this weekend too. I don't know if you noticed it, it's posted up back here. We're doing boeuf bourguignon. Okay, biscuits. And then our crab and garlic. And then our broccoli. So really not a ton of ingredients today, guys. So it really won't take us long, I don't think. This should be nice and quick. Okay, these biscuits are going to bake at 425 Fahrenheit, and we're gonna be putting them on a baking sheet with parchment paper. Our first steps here, whisking the buttermilk together with the cold egg in a small bowl. So everything for our biscuits needs to be cold. That is the tip for getting the most fluffy biscuits. Into a bowl, we will add the flour, baking powder, and salt. And then we're going to start cutting in our butter. So I like to do this by hand, but some of you may know what a pastry cutter is. It has like a handle on it, and then it has this thing that comes up, and it has like all these slits in it, and then you can use it to like break up your butter. I like to just crumble it in my hands. I find I get a better feeling for the dough that way. So up to you guys how you blend it in. And then we mix in the cheddar cheese. So the butter gets mixed with the flour, and then the cheese, and then we add all of our wet stuff. And it says, using your hands, knead a few times until the dough barely starts to come together. Turn the dough onto a floured surface and continue kneading a few times. And then roll it out so it's 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch thick, and use a 2-inch cookie cutter. And then these will bake for about 20 minutes as well. So that's why we want to do these first, and then we can get everything else together while they're baking. You did her boeuf pretty early on in your adventure. It was good. Looking forward to it. Yes. And we're using like beef short ribs for it, so it should be amazing. So excited. Hi, Elrad. How are you doing? How was your week? We're just getting ready to make some biscuits. We're gonna get all of the ingredients out. This is my baking bowl, guys. Has like really nice surface area. You can see like all my little baking things in here. My sourdough basket, my razor for cutting the sourdough. But yeah, I love to mix like all of my handmade doughs in this style of bowl because it's not hard to reach into, like it's not really deep, and there's just lots of area. It makes a really good well. Busy, time for a break and some booze. It is Friday. That sounds great, Elrad. It really does. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Okay, I already took the buttermilk and the butter out. We'll get 2 eggs and then our baking powder and salt. And we'll quickly shred up our cheese too. Shred it up. 1 cup, they say. That doesn't seem like much. Hey guys. Yeah, it's Friday. We're using a medium cheddar. Did anyone get to check out the cinnamon bun video that I posted this week on YouTube and on my IGTV? Don't grate yourself. Cannon buns? Yes. Honestly though, the cinnamon buns were so good. You don't need to infuse them. Like, I'll definitely be making that recipe again without making them space buns. Plus, those were for our friends. They had most of them. That was just research and development on our end. All right, we got our cheese. Gotta get that orange cheddar, guys. Really important. How many did Sammy have? I think he only had like 2. Yeah, we really didn't have much. I think we kept like 3 for ourselves and then we gave away the other 9. That's what I remember. Move it over, cheese. It is nacho time. Do our eggs up with our buttermilk. Yeah, just 2. Don't worry, we're making some really good dessert this weekend. I don't know if I have any Texans in here, but Texas sheet cake. Found that recipe and it looked really good. So we're doing like a barbecue stream Sunday, Sammy? Are you barbecuing Sunday or tomorrow? Okay. Barbecue stream tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't just 2 cinnamon buns. It was 2 pans. Beautiful. We want to whip up our egg really well before we add in any other liquid. Make sure the yolk and the white are really well mixed together. Yeah, smoked meat. We're doing ribs. Half a cup of buttermilk, cold, and then we always want to make sure we shake it. And actually, I'm glad I caught this, guys. Distractions. We need to take one of these eggs out of here. Because one was for the egg wash. Gosh. Yeah, we're cooking out of the Aaron Franklin or Franklin barbecue book. That's where I'm gonna get the barbecue sauce recipe from as well. Oh, yeah, Sammy's gotta show you what we worked on this week. That's some smoked meat. We did some cold smoked bacon. Okay, next up we do our dry. Moving right along here. Really thickens up. Look at that. Set that aside. Come Come in with our bigger bowl where we're gonna mix everything together. Franklin is a pretty famous joint down there in Texas. Yes, yes. Have you been? I don't know if it's worth the wait. This is a thing, I don't know. Like, obviously we would go. But a lot of people say that maybe it's not worth the wait. I think that's all part of the experience, though. I think it's worth it. I think it would just be really fun to meet everyone in line. Okay, so 2 cups of flour. And it says we might need a little bit more later. So just leave it out beside you. Then 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Oh, that looks great, Sam. Well done. That's some really good looking bacon. Back it up. And then a tablespoon of baking powder. So the baking powder is our leavening agent. It's what's gonna make our biscuits rise, as well as our flaky butter. Both of those things help to make the biscuits rise. 2, 3. Hey, Cookie. How's it going? Good to see you. Guys, has everyone been having like really busy weeks lately? I feel like time is just like flying.
February flew by. I don't know where February went.
All right, we're gonna switch to a spatula. So it says mix up our dry ingredients, and then we're gonna add in the butter, and then the cheese, and then the wet stuff to bring it all together. Today was super low key. You worked from home. Oh my gosh, that's the best. I know, making biscuits at home is so easy and it is really fun. Okay, how much butter we need? 1.5 sticks. So half a stick of butter is what, a half cup? Yeah. So 3/4 cup of butter. Oh. And I actually just pulled this out of the freezer before stream. Yeah, hugs for Titan. He's got the flu. I hope you get better soon, dude. That is never fun. I hate being sick. Doesn't everyone though? I don't think anyone really enjoys that, do they? It's like, yes, I'm sick today. Maybe when you were like 9 and didn't want to go to school. Cheddar biscuits! Yes! I know, I had a hankering. Sam was so excited when I told him I was making that for him this week. Forgot to do our little measurement. That. Going with this big knife because I think this is still a touch on the frozen side. This is your first time having the flu? Wow. I'm actually impressed right now. Like, that's not a good thing to say, but well done. If this is your first time. I don't often get the flu either. But I've had it once.
No
it's
slice
not
of
fun.
cheese?
Oh, you can get into some cheeses. I'm sure that's why Doggo's here. Aw, thanks, Cookie. I'm glad you can tell the difference between like shoddy work and, well, not shoddy work that we do. My dad teaches us everything really properly.
We don't know anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, we've not been taught wrong before. We're a blank canvas. We make it easy. It's like, well, we've never been taught wrong, so it's all just right things. Yeah, I guess it's better than the coronavirus. What do we feel about that thing, guys? Like, what's gonna happen? I'm just cutting my butter up into somewhat smaller chunks for myself. Oh yes, Sammy. Sammy made some bacon. And that smells right. That's a pepper bacon?
Pepper bacon.
They asked you at the doctor if you've been out of the country, see? And you said yes, China. She's like, what? Hey, I don't know if we should joke about that because there is some dum-dum. I don't know if you guys got this on your news. That was actually, he's a Canadian. He joked around on the plane he was on saying that he wasn't feeling good. And like 200 people had to evacuate the plane, but he was joking. He was just trying to go viral. Bacon strips. Okay, now, well, this is the hardest part of making the biscuits. This is it right here, friends.
Yeah.
But it's also where all of the love goes into it, so it's the most important part. You guys, you liked that one?
No, that's the title of it. Going viral.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Now I know.
Cause he still went viral.
Yeah.
So he still did.
He still did it, even though he had to pay ridiculous fines. Okay, so now I always find it really easy, and this helps your butter stay nice and cold if we kind of just toss all of the butter cubes up in the flour. Kind of creates this barrier. And might I also add that, well, someone like Sam, who is a very warm person, probably shouldn't make biscuits with their hands. They should probably use a pastry cutter because you don't want your warm hands to start melting the butter for these. Scooter Beach, how are you? Oh. It's like sweet and salty. And peppery. Guys, that's tasty. So what I'm doing, I guess I can do it this way. This is still really cold, so it's a touch hard right now. I'm just trying to break up these little cubes in my hands. You stocked up on your dry goods and your pet food like you would for a hurricane. So if you have to stay put for a few weeks for whatever reason, you can, yeah. You don't feel you're being too paranoid since it is an easy thing to be prepared. And now you're covered for other emergencies too. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. It never hurts, right? And it's not like that stuff that you're getting is gonna go to waste. Use it up in, well, the next month and you're good. But that is something that we have done as well, Cookie, is actually, well, just this summer, is we kind of put together an emergency preparedness kit. So with like tents and stuff, because, well, living on Vancouver Island is, we get quite a few earthquakes every year. And you never know when maybe it's going to be a really big one. And I mean, just to get out of our subdivision, we have to cross a bridge. So if we're ever stuck over here and can't get to like a store, we need to be ready. You canceled your trip to Scotland for a curling tournament because of it. Honestly, I'm getting a little bit worried. Like, I know our honeymoon is in June, but we're supposed to be going to Hawaii. I'm not really worried. I'm just interested to see how this is gonna escalate. Because if they haven't gotten a handle on it yet, how long is this gonna keep going for? Dongs for thee! Welcome back, dude. Yeah, I am nervous about the Olympics. You can just eat the bear. It's an option. You got invited to spend a few weeks in a villa in Italy this summer, only a couple of weeks back. Are you not going to? Okay, we're almost there. So typically with like biscuit and pastry recipes, they say to get your butter to like a pea size. So that's why we're flaking our butter to just a bit smaller. Because remember, we are gonna need our biscuits a little bit at the end. So the butter's gonna get worked a bit there. So you don't wanna break it up too much before that point. Oh, going to Italy in May. Yeah, virus be damned. I am interested to see what's gonna happen. All I know is that we like our little small town bubble and we're safe here. Yeah, butter, one of the many mysteries of cooking. Your company won't let you fly to Italy without coming back and self-quarantining for 2 weeks? What? Hey, if you work for a bigger company, they have to take those precautions too, right? Crazy. Very interesting. Thank you for like sharing your experience with us. I like knowing what goes on in your guys' worlds too. It opens my eyes up as well. Because, well, things are different outside of Canada. This is the best way to cut your butter, right? You just kind of zone into it and now it just starts flaking. We're almost there, friends. And see, like it still hasn't stuck to my hands at all. Flour and butter.
Yeah. And that bacon smell.
Yeah, self-quarantining sounds like a vacation extension.
Quarantine?
Not if they don't pay you. What does softened mean? Why does it never mix with sugar like it's supposed to? Yeah, no one knows. Nobody knows. Next up, we're adding our cheeses. We add the orangest cheese we can find. Yep. Shouldn't be hard in North America. Maybe a bit tougher in Europe. Now we're gonna toss that around too. And that helps the cheese not clump together, tossing it up with the flour a bit. These are pro tips, guys. Next up, we are going to add our wet stuff into our dry stuff.
Can you drink white wine warm?
I don't think so, Sammy. Serious question, guys. Can you drink white wine warm? I don't know. That's a hair. If someone caught that, it's fine. If you didn't, even better. Yeah, no, it's lethal. Elrad says yes. I mean, it's your choice, Sammy. We can try it. Try a warmed glass. I would like my chilled wine in a warmed glass, please. Okay, I'm just making sure there's no water or anything. Okay, we're good. We're good. Sammy, pour in the wine. Yeah, Sammy, do you know what time it is? Is it wine time, Bune? Look at these like flowery hands.
Yeah!
Cheers. Cheers, friends. Wise person always said, don't cook with a wine that you wouldn't drink.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Oh, you seen it? What? What did you see? You seen it? Okay, we're mixing our buttermilk mixture. What am I drinking, Sammy?
A little copper Sauvignon Blanc. Oh no.
Sauvignon Blanc?
No.
Oh, that went bad.
Cabernet Sauvignon. This thing.
Dongs. I can't repeat that, but that's quite hilarious. I'm trying to do this with a spatula for as long as possible so I don't have to mess up my hands as much with it sticking. So we're just trying to incorporate the flour with all of the wet ingredients, and then we're going to knead it together. We need to knead it.
That looks tasty.
Oh, Sammy, can you please go clip a couple of chives from the garden, please?
Coppola.
You thought you were looking at hummus with cheese whiz. And today on Cook with Kate. I don't even know what to go with there. Middle Eastern, North American fusion. Yep. I'll take those chives, please.
I'm getting them. I need the scissors.
And now, guys, I'm gonna turn on the oven to start preheating while we roll and cut these. And then we also have to prep a sheet pan with some parchment paper. Yeah, rolling both condiments dice. Hummus and cheese whiz. How do we decide?
Chivers.
Thank you.
Fresh rained up.
Freshly rain-washed chives.
The best of the best chives.
Yeah.
Yes, it's organic.
And well, if you can't get freshly rain-washed chives where you are, store-bought is just fine. Guys, who was that? Food Network chef. Who was it? Hello? Hello?
Hello? You want some Ottolenghi fries?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I had fries twice today
I forgot you were streaming.
Oh. Hello?
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 Hey,
Who's here?
I was outside getting soaked while
Yeah.
my steaks.
It sounded so snobbish. You guys, come on, someone's got to know. It's Ina Garten. Thank you, Vune.
One of the best ever.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to the post office this weekend.
Yeah, you have
Vune's
to.
at 23. I don't know how long the jerky will take, but I'll give it a whole month.
It's the other thing too.
Vune just doesn't resub for the 24 months. He's like, got my jerky, suckers.
I'm out.
Vune, 23 months. You're number 2. Elvin's at the top of the list. I'm sorry. We can't beat Ivan. Okay, a little mix with our chives now. Cheddar buttermilk chive biscuits. Because why not? I thought the chive would go so good with the crab. Yeah, that's fine. He's your husband anyways. We know this. This is snacks that we got from Mom. She made Ottolenghi fries. This one looks quite tasty. I'm guessing it was oven baked, and it looks like there's cheese. Mmm. That got some crunch. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Nice little appetizer, friends. Okay, we just gotta flour our board a touch, just to make sure our biscuit dough doesn't stick. Should be good. Oven on. 425 Fahrenheit. We got 14 minutes. That's our countdown. Yeah, that was yours. The fry was really good with the wine. Just giving this a little press. It's okay if there's still some dry bits. That's why we're gonna knead them in. Should have a pretty clean bowl. You're crunching. So now, this is where we're gentle. Trying to press it. Maybe give it a flip over if you can. But this is where I said we don't want to overwork the butter, because then you're going to have rock hard biscuits. We want them nice and fluffy. Flip that over. See what kind of dry bits we have left. Just a little bit around the edges, I think. And a bit on the inside. So now can be a little bit more tough on it. If you have any kind of wet spots, that's a good spot to stick it on to the drier bits. I'm gonna do like one more fold, I think, and then we're gonna roll. And then the rolling pin will take care of the rest. So let's get our edges nice and clean. Don't want it to be too dry and flaky. And I'm gonna kind of shape this into a square of sorts. See how that really came together now? But we've built all of these layers of butter and flour and cheese and chive. My hands aren't super dirty either. So it said 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch thick is what we roll this to. Just gonna flour the top. And flip this. And away we go. So you don't have to put a lot of pressure here either. Or we can flip this. It's a nice thing to kind of rotate it because you also can check that it's not sticking on the bottom. I think these are gonna be tasty, friends. Okay, that's 1/2 inch. We pushed it. We pushed it there. Just grabbing my cutters. I think I'm feeling this little one right in the middle. It's like a medium-sized biscuit. Under pressure. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hi, Dust. How are you? You got some company coming over, so you're gonna be lurking. All good, dude. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good week. Okay, we're gonna start cutting our biscuits. So I always start around the edge, and we just push down. You get our little biscuit like that. And obviously we want to try and get as many biscuits as we can out of this. I'm gonna guess that a typical recipe is gonna make about a dozen worth. And you can try and re-roll the scraps that are left over after we cut it. Just be really gentle with it. Because once again, if we overwork it, it's just gonna get really tough and rock hard and not these wonderful fluffy biscuits. Wonderful. Okay, that's what we got left. We're just gonna put our few that we already have cut onto our sheet pan. And we got 7 minutes left on our oven. So we are doing great for timing. And then these will bake for about 20 minutes. And then we know we have about 20 minutes to get our crab and our broccoli ready. Come on, sheet pan. Come to me. Right, parchment paper. If you have headphones on, guys, just watch your ears. Okay, lined our sheet pan. What is my go-to temp for bone-in chicken thighs? How you cooking them, Onuris? Oven? Yes! Oven? Yeah, like 325. If you want the skin more browned, I would start browning it up in the pan first and then throw the pan into the oven. Up to you though. But yeah, chicken thighs are so forgiving. Like 325, 350, that's great. And then that will probably take 10 to 15 minutes, depending on their size. Okay, well, we already have a full sheet pan here. What do we think? Will we be able to fit a couple more on? I don't think so. So we'll do this one pan. And then let's see what we get. I'm just gonna try to like smush this together this way instead of balling it up and then re-rolling it out. Just sew it back up. I'm so happy you saw the YouTube vid and that you like it, because then that lets me know that you guys are liking the content I put out, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And yeah, if you don't like it, also let me know so that I can improve. Constructive criticism. Or if you have anything that you want me to do in a YouTube video, something shorter. I know some people wanted like knife skills maybe. I think that would be a fun one. Okay, we're almost sewn back up. That worked really well. Just gotta get some more flour down here. She's sticking, or trying to stick. And well, whatever leftover dough we have from this, we can still bake it up. It's just not gonna be the most perfect looking biscuit, but it's still gonna be tasty. So don't feel like you gotta throw out the dough. We call those biscuit snacks. Those are the ones that are for the chef. You always got to taste the food that you make, right? I'm gonna do this one. Or if you got kids, you can give them those little biscuit snacks too. Okay. I think these will fit in here. And I don't believe we're gonna need parchment for this pan. Non-stick. That's our little biscuit snack pan, guys. Perfect. Okay, so we got the one perfect pan if you're serving it to your guests, and then the one little pan to snack on and make sure everything's tasty. So let's get a little cleanup going while we're still waiting for our oven. About 2 minutes. And then we are going to start prepping up our crab and our broccoli. We have to make a garlic butter and white wine sauce for the crab, and then we're gonna steam it in there or heat it up in there. And then we just have to cut up our broccoli and get a steamer pot going for that. Pretty easy dinner tonight. Because, well, good food does not have to be fancy. So much flour. There's our little tray of stuff that we still have to prep. Okay, we'll do our broccoli first because that is so easy. I just like to cut up my broccoli into like bite-sized pieces. Guys, cut off the stem. We give these little stem pieces to Doggo for snacks, so we don't have to feel bad about throwing them out. That's her nice little treat. She loves it. And then the rest of this, I do like this part of the broccoli stem. Even this part is delicious. You don't have to give it to your dog or even throw it out. Because honestly, this is where a lot of the crunch is, and it's nice and sweet too, compared to the florets, which are not actually that sweet. There's way more flavor in the stem. All right, all of our biscuits are going into the oven. I'm gonna set a 10-minute timer just to see if we have to rotate the tray halfway through or what. Perfect. And now we can actually put this into our little steamer basket for now. Get it ready to go. And then we can just get our water going and then just pop this right in the steamer when we're ready, because that will only take us 2 minutes. A little pot that fits in, and then we'll just fill this. So one thing with a steamer is that we don't want water to come up through the holes in there, because that's not steaming then you're just boiling again. So we just want enough water to be just under that part. And don't worry, they don't run out of water quickly. So the 2 minutes that we'll be cooking the broccoli, you for sure won't run out of water. And then there is no point of seasoning this water for the steamer. We'll have to season the broccoli afterwards, after it's cooked. So we'll just set that on the stove top. Now, time to get garlicky. So much garlic for the crab. So excited. And then we'll also have a little bit of sauce for the broccoli too. Let's do all of that. Yeah, unless you want your kitchen to, well, smell like boiling seasoning. Exactly, dongs for thee. Exactly. It's like, oh, it smells like salted boiling water. Okay, we're gonna smash all of our garlic cloves so we can peel them. And then I'm gonna mince them with the garlic press for this, just so we get a better dispersion rather than slicing it. So we'll mince up our garlic. That way it can cover everything. And actually the pan I'm gonna use for the crab, it's already in the oven, heating up. It's a big cast iron skillet. So we'll want like something with a lot of surface area we can pour the crab onto. So we can reheat it really nice and quickly. And then it won't dry out since we have already cooked it to preserve it once. Our trusty garlic press. And then I'm also going to pick some of this thyme. I'm not gonna chop it because we're gonna be frying it anyways. Just pick the leaves off. Probably won't even use all of this. Okay, that is perfect. And then we'll just put all of our garlic cloves on top of that, and we'll just set that aside for when we go to start making our sauce. Next up, our crab. So we are going to just break this down a little bit more than what it is right now. And that's just gonna make it easier to eat. One thing people say is, you know, you're loved if like your partner or your family shells your crab for you. It's like so much respect if someone does that for you. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna serve this to people. Because right now we have it with the legs still attached to the body. Those are our pieces. So that's from 2 crabbies. Hey, iShot, how's it going? So the first thing we want to do is take all of the legs off of the body. Boom, boom. Dungeness crab, yep. These cost like, on a good day, $30 in the store, which is super expensive. Considering a fishing license costs about the same price. So if you get 1 crab all season, you're done. You paid for it. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit intense if we have any like vegans watching. This part shouldn't be coming off with the body, but that might be because it's already cooked. So let's separate our legs. And then we have the 1 claw there. Yeah, you typically find these on the 5th floor of the dungeon. It's still moving! Ah! My legs. Can you guys like hear the cracking and snapping? Okay, you can come off. Fine. Okay, now my favorite thing to use for breaking up any type of shellfish or even like doing poultry butchery at home is kitchen shears. So you know they're kitchen shears if they come apart. And these things are heavy duty, so we have the blade here, which is super sharp. This will cut through bone and obviously crab shells. And then we have this little part up here, which is like kind of a shell cracker too. But the way that I like to do it, so break up our legs like that. And then if you want, you can be super nice and just give this a little snap so that all your guests have to do is just open it up. So nice of you. Boom. Oh, really got that one. It's starting to smell like biscuits. Oh. Biscuit check. How did I know? That's the halfway point already. Like that was 10 minutes already, guys. Oh, yes. Those are happy. I'm gonna do a little switch around on the pan. And they look like they're almost done, so I'm not gonna go another 10 minutes. I'm gonna go 5. They look like they're cooking pretty quick. And well, we don't want dry biscuits. Serious question. Do you put butter on your biscuit? Or are you like, well, there's probably enough butter in the biscuit that I don't need anymore? I put butter on the biscuit. Okay, this thing's a beast. What are we gonna do with this piece? Depends on the biscuit. Oh, such a good answer. So proud of you right now. Okay, this knuckle part, try and get that off of there. You put flavors in the butter, then put the butter on the biscuit. Yes! These answers right now, guys. Oh, this might go flying. Ready? Oh, that was a good one. All of the butter. This is why we are friends. Because you guys still put butter on the biscuit. Okay. There are all of our leggy pieces. And then for the body, you can kind of just break it apart. Like that. Sometimes you gotta taste it. Okay, so that's all nice and bite-sized. I'll be putting the body pieces in like very last minute because they're really wanting to fall apart on us. We don't want all that beautiful crab meat to get overcooked. There's that. And then you also want to be watching as you're taking your crab apart that you're not getting shell into it. Oh, that one got me. Yeah, these pieces that are like on the knuckle, really sharp, so just be careful. Like how I close my eyes when I do this. It's like, ah. Okay, our claw. Just get your shear up in there and just do, if you can just get one crack in there, that's really helpful. There you go. Now this guy, crack that. Go. These are beautiful, really meaty. That looks so great. One crack. There is crab shells everywhere. Okay, we got 2 more pieces. And then once our biscuits come out, well, we're finishing up doing the rest of the cooking. Like, check this out. What I just did here should focus. See how there's like a bunch of little brittle shell pieces around the edge? So you don't really want to serve that right because it's going to be like crunchy and sandy. So if you see that happening, just rinse it off if you can't pick it off with your hands. Because you really don't want to serve your crab with that on it. It's no worse than getting like sand in your clams or something like that. And let's just be serious. I mean, I served crab at the last restaurant I worked at, and it was a pain in the butt. It's like you can't get any shell in there. How perfect was that timing? Oh, hello, crab pieces. Hello. Look at those biscuits. A little bit dark on that one, for sure. And then the other thing I will say is that I think we rolled it out just a touch too much, but we still got some really nice rise on them. You can see from the layers. Just want to pick that up with my cloth because, well, it's ripping hot still. You can see all those layers of butter and flour that we built. So good. These are really nice and bite-sized, so I think they're going to be perfect because we're kind of going with like a finger food theme tonight. Yeah, we were rolling, rolling, rolling. Yeah, super good. These other ones down here, they baked up so different compared to those ones. Look at, they didn't get any color being underneath. But even those look really tasty. All right, so oven can come off. Biscuits are done, and we are going to switch over to the stove top now. Yeah, put them on the top rack. There's Sammy's bacon pan. The bacon pan. Okay, get this guy going. So you can rip that onto a high heat. Just gonna take a really quick bathroom break while that's heating up. I'll be right back. Put doggo on the phone. Okay, so like I said, our skillet for the crab was heating up in the oven while we baked our biscuits. I'm gonna take that out now. So we know it's already hot. Hot. And then we gotta get some garlic, or sorry, some butter out to go with our garlic. And we wanna make sure we have our white wine beside us. Fresh new bottle here. So we're gonna start by sauteing up our garlic with the butter until it's nice golden brown, and then we'll add in the thyme, let that cook for like 30 seconds, and then we'll add in our wine and start to make a really nice sauce. Hi Greek! How are you? How was your week? And then we'll need a little bit of salt and pepper. And other than that, we're keeping it very simple tonight, friends. Very, very simple. Way better. Okay, butter. Probably want like a good 1/4 cup of butter for this. You don't want to skimp here. Crab plus butter equals happiness. And well, butter just makes everything better. Have a little biscuit snack. Really light. That's a good recipe. Put our garlic away. Your week was good, you suppose? Are you enjoying Vancouver still? Are you happy that you made the move? It's like watching water boil or something. Yep. That's exactly what it is. But I think we're almost there. Okay, let's turn on our crab pan to a medium-high heat. I'm just gonna take out a spoon. And this is gonna go quick, very, very quick. So we want all of our crab pieces to be beside us as well. All right, so our broccoli is gonna take 2 minutes. Our water is nice and hot for whenever we're going to drop it in. First, let's get our butter into our crab pan. This lid's gonna like go flying. Get that butter melting. And we also want that butter pretty nice and hot as well. But while that is melting, we can start to mince our garlic into the pan with the garlic press. It smells so good already. Garlic and butter. That's it. This is going to be so garlicky. Okay, clean everything out of there. We don't want to waste any of this. You can see some of it's already browning. Told you it cooked quickly. Hey, give that a stir real quick. Quick, quick. There we go. Yum. Completely night and day from India. You're super happy you made the move, except for maybe some political stuff. Yes, thanks for not getting into it. I don't really have any political opinions, but it's just smart to not get into it online. It's a good call. Okay, our garlic is golden brown. Drop our thyme into there. Yep, sizzle, sizzle, pop, pop. And now it's wine time. You can see this garlic is getting pretty dark. Go with like a good cup worth, I would say. So we're gonna use that to steam the crab. That's gonna come up. And I'm just gonna grab a lid. We're gonna pop the crab into there. Yeah, a cauldron. Okay, start dropping that in. So that cooled it off right away, you can tell. Cover that up. The nice thing about seafood is it's already kind of pre-seasoned from coming from the ocean. So you don't have to add a ton of salt to season it. All right. Should we set a little timer? I think so. What should I do, 2 minutes? Hey Siri, 2-minute timer.
Your timer is set for 2 minutes.
See how she goes. Send maple syrup. You live in humid Southland. They barely know what it is. Dude, we can make that happen if you want to. Send me your address and I'll send you maple syrup then. We love doing that kind of stuff for our viewers. Thinking about how I want to plate this. I'm gonna make up a little plate for myself. Oh, she can reach. You guys see me over there? So scary. The amount of garlicky smells coming out of this place right now. Insane. This might be the most garlic we've ever used. Do you like crab that's been tossed in butter, or do you like to dip your crab into the butter? Are you a dipper? Just have a little peek. You really want to make sure this is heated through. Oh, yes. Well, that's done. Two minutes. Yeah, why can't we have both? Just want to make sure that our broccoli is done as well. So I'll just take a paring knife. Make sure the stem is cooked through. Yep. You know what I'm gonna do, guys, is just cover this and then take it off of the burner. It just needs like 1 minute more while we plate up. So that's totally fine. All right. Let's come over here. You like to dip it in butter. Tossing it makes it too soggy. Let's see. Let's see. Bring this spoon back over. So we just kind of steamed it from the bottom, right? Didn't really get a toss around. Then I also want to taste our little sauce underneath too. Because who knows, it might need something, right? Yeah, it depends on how fast it is served. That is so true. So true. And then the other thing I find is that as you're eating the crab, it takes you so long to eat it that by the time you're done it, the crab is cold, right? That's really yummy. The wine is like cooked down. It doesn't have any astringency or sweetness really to it. The garlic is not super pungent in your face. It's more like roasty, toasty flavor. And then just a little bit of herb, the thyme, is really good. It does need a touch of salt and pepper, I would say. And maybe just a little bit of citrus to kind of brighten this up. That's what I'm feeling. Ooh, make some stock from the shells. Yeah. The other thing that you can make from seafood shells is like an oil. It's cooking the shells down in oil for a long time. It works. We've done it with lobster shells. It's super good. Perfect. We have a half lemon in the fridge. That is all we need. What else do we got? That's cilantro. We don't want cilantro for this. That's not where we're going. Yeah, shrimp butter. What? Definitely needed lemon juice on here. You know when you taste something and it's not amazing in the first taste and you're like, this definitely needs something to make it more delicious. That's how you become a very good cook. If you can tell what a dish needs within the first taste. Even just the smell of the pepper and the lemon now really brightened it up. Okay, one more taste down here. Bit more salt. That's one thing. We want to make sure it is seasoned properly. And then I'm gonna put it into this big bowl. Normally you can tell if it needs salt or pepper. Yes. Good, that makes me happy. That means you're learning. The problem is you always taste and decide this dish needs for you to eat it all now. Yeah. Yeah, there's no time to season. Okay, we're gonna pile our crab up in this dish. Kind of place the broccoli in and around it. This is gonna take us like an hour to eat. Maybe more. You know what else I think I'm gonna do once we have the crab out of here is add more butter. But wait, I think it needs more butter. It is a lot of crab though. So for me, I'm not actually surprised by that. That's why I kept it out. And well, it's still hot, so it's gonna be really easy to stir in. Did you hear crab? Tig girl and steam. Hi guys. How are you two doing? Guys, everyone who doesn't know Steampunk and Tig Girl TK, who's in my channel right now, Tig Girl is also a food and drink streamer. And we actually had the wonderful experience of meeting up with them down in Portland, and they gave us a wonderful tour. It was amazing. And we miss them. But it's okay, because now it's their turn to come up and see us. We're putting our foot down. Wait, this summer, yeah, it's our turn. Okay, I'm okay with these 2 butter nubs in there, so we're gonna roll with it. You'd guess she had a welding channel. This even looks better. It looks more creamy now. That's what it needed. Before we pour this over, I'm gonna get the broccoli in. I'm gonna get this pan out of here because it's obnoxious. Tig girl in a welding mask. Cinnamon stick in the welder. Okay, so just really simply steamed broccoli. I thought that would be super good and like fresh and kind of healthy to have with our garlic butter and white wine crab and biscuits. I feel like this is a total like mom meal, but I was just feeling it. Well, that really brightened up the dish, but I feel like it's taking away from the crab. So we're gonna take that one out of there. Callie Lily, thanks for the follow. Yeah, call your mom right now, Twitch Stewie, and ask her why she never made crab. Thank you, Greek. Yeah, a little bit of broccoli, and now we pour our sauce over. I think we should still sprinkle a touch of salt over the broccoli because that never got seasoned in the steamer. But I mean, other than that, friends. Ooh, so do we feel like we should just make this like a one-pot meal and also put the biscuits around? Just be like, boop. Boop. Because they won't get soggy sitting up there. All the sauce is in the bottom. Winning! If I ever plated this in a restaurant, fired. I cannot send that out like that. Sam's gonna love it. He's, well, surprise, surprise, friends, but he's napping. We put him to bed. Perfect. Thanks, guys. Like, if you came over to eat, this is how I would make food for you. It's like, here you go. Have at it. Okay, quick photo for the gram. So, like, typically, Sam and I are gonna eat this in between each other, and like, we're just gonna eat with our hands and have napkins and like a shell bowl and just kind of pick at it throughout the night. If you get full, you can put it away, snack for it after. Sometimes you just like have to have fun. And well, it's always nice to share a meal with someone, especially like off the same plate. Oh yeah, salt. Thank you, Steam. Because you know Sam would be like, why isn't this seasoned? I like it. Thank you, Steam and Cookie. Thank you so much for the 1,200 biddies. Are they doing bonus biddies right now? Oh, Sammy could crush this. What's new with us? Things have just been really like good and busy with my dad's company. We finished like 5 jobs this week. It's non-stop. And yeah, just like learning a lot of new stuff. Handyman things. Oh, it's an Amazon thing. But other than that, I mean, nothing really new. I've been trying to put out some YouTube videos and create new content. So yeah, just so busy. So busy, Tig. Yeah, I'm working with them now as well. I left the restaurant in the middle of July last year. Okay, I'm gonna wake the bear up. Oh, you are awake. It's okay. He was gone, guys. Gone. That was hard. It's really hard to wake Sam up if he's sleeping. Like, I have to earthquake him. Like, you can't talk to him. You gotta, like, physically move him, shake him out of his sleep. Okay. For me, it's like, is the biscuit more important than the crab right now? I want to see this tear open. Come on, camera. There you go. Okay. Like I said, though, they didn't rise enough. We have to redo the biscuits. I thought they would be more puffy, but I think all of the layers and like how gently we mix the dough is gonna make it amazing anyways. Definitely not overworked because they're like crumbling in my hands. I just rolled them too thin because I tried to get too many. I love the chive in there. I feel like if we didn't put the chive, it might be too rich. There's like this perfect little crunchy crust on the top and the bottom. And then the inside is just like a pillow. They did turn out well. I just like really tall biscuits. So maybe I need to work towards that, right guys? Okay, getting right into this. I'm gonna go for the claw right here. You've not made them tall ever, so you have no good advice there. I think the key is just to not roll it out too much. Take this little guy out. Should be able to just pop that, twist it, and that'll come out clean. How you know your crab is cooked perfectly. View, and this is what I went for today for plating. We're just like having fun with it. And then we should be able to just wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Our claw out. Nice clean on the inside of the shell. And then if we want to get crazy, going for a little dip in our sauce in the bottom. Mmm. Mmm. I didn't know how much of like the garlic white wine flavor the crab was gonna soak up with us steaming it that way. But all of the meat is like roasted garlicky and like a little bit of sweetness from the wine and butter. So good. Yeah, maybe it would take more baking powder, but you just have to be careful with those things because sometimes it can make it taste funny if you add too much Greek. Okay, let's try our body meat, see how that absorbed our flavor from our broth. I think it's really important that you cook your garlic enough at first. So you kind of have to push it to like that really nice, dark kind of golden brown point. And then you don't have as pungent of garlic flavor in the dish. And it just kind of rounds out nicely. Okay, let's try a broccoli. Steamed perfectly. That was like 3 minutes on the broccoli. Yep, everything goes really well together in this dish. Like the broccoli's kind of brought in with the garlic butter and white wine sauce, but then also with the chive and cheddar biscuits, because cheddar and broccoli is also a really popular combination. I'm happy with this. I didn't know how it would turn out. I was like, this is like such a funny meal to make, but very good. Another one of those things that I just made up in my head and was like, I wonder if this is gonna be good. It was good. Okay, how long did that take us? Boom, just under 2 hours. That's like our typical Fridays. So I've been trying to have the dinner ready within 2 hours of us streaming. That's a way for me to also challenge myself. I hope you guys can understand that. Is that it shouldn't always take me like 4 hours to make something. Okay, so we are going to be back tomorrow and on Sunday, so the rest of the weekend you get us. And we are gonna be doing some fun stuff. Yeah, 2 hours. Seems like, see, it is possible. So tomorrow, what did Sam say? We're barbecuing. We're smoking tomorrow, and then on Sunday, we are cooking out of Julia Child's cookbook. I thought since, well, spring is actually coming up quite quick here. I mean, we're almost in March. We need to start wrapping up our heavy wintertime meals. So I thought we would kind of end off with something amazing. Boeuf bourguignon, so beef stew out of this book, except it has bacon and mushrooms, and we're using beef short ribs. Should be amazing. Sounds actually didn't even know I had that book. I pulled it out yesterday and he's like, you have that? I was like, I have many books. Yeah, I'm so excited to do that recipe with you guys. They are so thorough and it's a staple. I think it's one of those meals that you have to add into your repertoire. It's a showstopper. Yes, big time, big boy. Hot Pockets. They take 3 minutes and 30 seconds for a truly gourmet meal of burning your mouth off. Ooh, okay, I'm looking at who we're gonna go raid, friends. We have so many options. It's really actually hard to choose right now. What did we do last Friday? Did we do Kitchen Confidence? You've made your own Hot Pockets before out of a loaf of Italian bread. What? And you just stuffed it? Do we want to see kimchi being made with Kitchen Confidence? Kimchi brined fried chicken sandwich. That sounds amazing. What, you guys are probably also watching Tabata. You're probably watching all of the other streamers already. Miso udon soup with ramps and sake steamed clams. I'm in. We've not rated Graham in quite a while, so let's go do them. Also, we're just gonna be going from one shellfish stream to the other. So I think that is proper. Yeah, woot. A little woot. Obviously the bear did not wake up. He has not emerged from his den, so you'll be seeing him tomorrow, for sure. You get Sammy's stream this weekend with the smoker. Okay guys, we're going in. Thank you so much, Cookie, for the 1,000 biddies today, and then Vune with our second longest subscription of 23 months. Thank you guys. Okay, we're gonna go munch after a day of work, get some rest tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific time. Okay, bye.